Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome, guys. Welcome to my very first YouTube deck guide. Yeah. I'm excited. I've been wanting to do this for a while. So finally sat down and we're going to do it. But please be easy on me. This is my first YouTube deck guide. So I'll probably make a lot of mistakes and I'll probably mispronunciate a lot of words, almost pronunciate. Um, but anyway, let's get right into the deck. Today we are going to be looking at the Northern Realms Uprising deck. This is a new leader ability introduced in patch 6.1. So let's start right at the top. Start with leader. Uprising. Order boosts an allied unit by 1, charge 4. Once all charges are used up, spawn and play a Lyrian Scytheman. Okay? Let's look at Lyrian Scytheman. Lyrian Scytheman. Deploy. Boost self by 1 for each boosted allied unit. So this is pretty self-explanatory. We have 4 points of boost, and on our last point, we drop a Lyrian Scytheman, and he boosts himself by the number of boosted
friendly units.
So with this deck, our strategy is usually, if we can, to win round 1 and go into a super long round 3, where we get all of our units on the board boosted, and then we drop our Lyrian Scytheman for a finisher, which can play for a lot. So if we have 9 cards on the board and they're all boosted, Lyrian Scytheman will play for 12 points. So pretty cool. We're running Tactical Advantage. First card, fill up a Blind Fury. Deploy, damage an enemy unit by 4, then damage a random enemy unit by 3, 2, and 1. Philip is great for removing enemy engines. But also, if you do lose round 1, Philippa can be useful to catch up and not get bled in round 2. Falibor. Deploy, damage an enemy by 3, death blow, repeat the deploy ability, and decrease the damage by 1. So basically what this card does is when you play it, you'll hit an enemy for 3. If you kill that unit, then you'll pick another enemy unit, and you can hit it for 2. If you kill that unit, then you can do 1 more damage. So if you pull all that off, if you kill the first 2 units, you'll be able to play this for basically 13 power. So pretty, well, it's a really strong card. Bloody Baron. Formation, and you'll see Formation a lot in this deck, but Formation, if you don't know, is if you play it in the melee row, you can use the order ability immediately, but if you play it in the ranged row, you'll have to wait a turn to use the order ability, but the card will boost by 1. So, order, reset a unit. Inspired, if it was boosted, give it bleeding for a duration equal to the amount of boost lost. So Baron basically resets an enemy unit that has been boosted. If Baron himself is inspired, he will apply bleeding equal to the amount of boost that unit has lost. So this can be great against like enemy Ozrels that Ozrel itself is a 1 power card but boosts, you play a use it on Egern and it plays as 14, so that'll take that from a 14 to a 1. So very strong card. Prince Anseus, I think I said that right. Anseus. Formation. Order, damage an enemy unit by 4. Inspired, duel an enemy unit instead. So what this means is you can just play it and do 4 damage, or if he's inspired, you can duel an enemy unit, which means you trade damage basically until one of the cards is dead. So this this fits really well into this deck because you're able to boost Anseus, there we go, able to boost Anseus up really tall, and the taller you boost him, the more removal he has. So let's say you boost him to 10 power. If the enemy unit has a 10 power card, you can duel that, and you'll smack it for 10, and they won't even be able to smack you back. So great card. Renard, we just threw this in because it got a little bit buffed in this last patch, but basically the deploy boosts adjacent units by 1. Whenever you play a unit, boost it by 1. So you want to play this in the long round, probably round, well, actually, you can play it round 1 or 3, it doesn't matter. But any card you play gets boosted. So this synergizes well with our leader, and it also synergizes with a lot of other cards. It makes sure that all your cards go down are initially boosted. So all these inspired tags and all that, this will benefit those. Shawnee, one of our key cards. Formation, order, give an allied unit vitality for 1 turn and 1 armor. Charge 1. Inspired, give an allied unit vitality for 2 turns and 1 armor instead. So what you want to do is you want to feed Shawnee a bunch of charges, and you want to spit out those charges, giving your units vitality and armor to protect them. Priscilla, kind of one of the main hearts of this deck. Order, give a unit 1 charge, cooldown 1. Inspired, give a unit 2 charges instead. So if Priscilla's boosted, she then gives out 2 charges, and she feeds these to Shawnee and a bunch of other cards that accept charges. Dandelion. He's ranged. Whenever an allied unit gains charges, boost it by 1 for each charge gained. So this card, if you can get it to stick, is extremely powerful because anytime Priscilla gives charges or anytime any unit gains charges, they boost by the amount of charges received. Vissegerd. Formation. Deploy. Gain charges equal to the number of boosted allied units. Order. Damage an enemy unit by 1. Charge 1. So Vissegerd is an amazing finisher. If we have an entire board of boosted units, let's say 9 again, we drop Vissegerd down, and then he receives 9 charges, 1 for every boosted unit. And I believe he has 1 to start, so then I think that's right, then he would have 10 charges. But not only that, if you have Dandelion down, he received those charges, so Vissegerd himself boosts for 9. So he plays for 14, but then is also holding 10 damage charges. So super powerful. This is usually what you want to play last after you have a full board of boosted units. I'm going to say this completely wrong. Vissegerd, another one of our engine cards. The enemy's really going to want to remove this, so if you can protect it, try to protect it. You can use leader charges to protect it. You can use Shawnee to protect it, and various other ways. But basically, let's read through the card. Order ranged, boost a unit by 1, charge 1. Gain 1 charge whenever either player plays a card. So this has the potential to gain a lot of charges. They play a card, gains 1 charge. You play a card, gains a charge. But also, if you have Dandelion down, once again, anytime he gains a charge, he boosts himself. And you're just going to use Vissegerd basically to just spit out boost all over the board and protect all your other engine cards as well. Anna, every allied turn on turn end, boost the unit to the right by 1. If she's inspired, boost adjacent units by 1 instead. Just great for value to boost a turn and also to protect your engines. Boiling Oil for removal. Aretuza Adept. This is basically a poor man's Priscilla. It's going to give you 1 charge per turn, as opposed to Priscilla. If she's inspired, she gives 2 charges. Great in round 1, though. Centurion Envoy. Order, give 2 charges to an allied unit. Kind of just a filler, but once again, ability to give charges. Lyrian Landsknecht. I probably said that wrong. Landsknecht? I don't know. Order, damage unit by 1, inspired damage by 3 instead. So if he's boosted, he does 3 damage, plays for 6 as a 5 provision. Not too bad. Redanian Archer, order range, damage enemy unit by 1, charge 1. Barricade, at the end of every allied turn, gain 1 charge. So as long as the Redanian Archer has armor, he's going to gain charges. But we can also feed him charges using Priscilla or Aretuza Adepts. And we would want to feed him charges if we value damage or removal over boost at the time. Winch, boost an allied unit by 3, give it 2 charges. Kedwini Sergeant, boost an allied unit by 1, charge 2. Radovid's Royal Guards, Formation. Order, boost an allied unit by 2. Inspired, give it 2 armor. So one useful thing about Radovid's Royal Guards is you can play it. You can play it ranged row or just make sure it's boosted, inspired. And then you can use its order ability on the Redanian Archer, the Redanian Knight, or any of the cards you want to protect by giving them 2 armor as well as the boost. The last card, last but not least, almost, just kidding. No, it's actually a pretty good card. Redanian Knight, Barricade. Ranged, at the end of every allied turn, boost self by 1. Exposed, move self to the melee row, then damage the strongest enemy unit by 2. So same thing. If the shield is removed, this card stops boosting, although it does do 2 damage to the enemy, which is nice. But if they can't remove the shield, this boosts every turn, so you can actually get quite a bit of value out of this card. All right, guys, that is the deck. Well, actually, we talked a little bit about the leader, but a little bit more. So basically, after we have our long round 3, hopefully, we slap down our Vissegerd, and then we play our leader. So we want to make sure every card on the board is boosted if we can, and then throw down our leader, and it'll play that Leering Scytheman for, you know, however many extra points of the units we've boosted. So yeah, pretty cool deck, super fun, a lot going on. But let's jump into some games and see how it goes in practice. Let's do this. Yeah. Okay. Playing against Monsters Bloodsend. Okay, we got Vissegerd, that's great. We have Philippa, that's great. Falibor, so we might be able to win round 1. Hopefully. Visigota, that's fantastic. Yeah, we have a lot of good cards. Let's get rid of one of the Redanian Knights. Probably keep the Boiling Oil in case he plays. I can't remember the name of the card right now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this looks pretty good. I wish we had some Charge Giver. There we go, R2's Adept. Perfect. Nakura, that's the name of the card I was thinking of. Okay, so he puts down the Goliath. What's our highest point card? Could be Baron, could be Renard, Dandelion. If it was Renard, I'd be willing to kill the Goliath. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to play our Radovid's Royal Guards in the ranged row, and because of formation, it becomes inspired. So next turn we'll be able to boost, as long as it doesn't get hit, we'll be able to boost a unit by 2 and give it armor. We could actually, yeah, okay. I was going to say we could Anseus this, but we don't... If this was guaranteed to pull Renard, I would for sure do it, because we get value from that too, but we don't want to pull in our Dandelion or whatever. Okay, we probably... I'm probably going to fill up when this goes to a 4, but right now let's get our Redanian Archer down.
Have a look at that.
We're going to boost that. It now has 4 armor, and we're going to start gathering charges here. Okay, natural selection. That'll take the armor off, but that's actually fine, because we have our Aratuza Adept. So let's throw down the Redanian Knight.
Long live, etc.
Get that going as well. And he may be able to kill this next turn, so I could either use a charge, but I'm not going to. I think that's... we don't want to do that. Let's just pop 2 damage into this. Just in case he removes it so we don't lose value. Okay. So we do have a Falibor here. 3, 2, 1. That could be pretty good. I kind of really want to win the round, so I'm feeling like I may want to actually commit it. It removes 2 of his Thrive engines.
The traitors will pay
3, 2, 1. Excellent. Alright, now we're threatening to beat him on evens even. At a Strigger, he's probably going to take the Redanian Archer, which sucks. Oh, he did. Yeah, that made sense for him. But now we're going to, let's see. Yeah, we're just going to play our Aretuza Adept.
Oh, Lady Margarita told us of this.
Do I want to use one leader? I could take this to... I think we just play it as is. I want to save my leader charges for more important cards. Okay. So we can kill the beast. This is great, guys. This is great because we play Boiling Oil. We give a charge from our Aretuza Adept to our Redanian Archer, and we kill the beast. Bam. Bam. Good night. And then we can still play Philippa. Okay, this will be our Philippa target. Yeah. Yep, Philippa. Bam. Do we save this or get rid of it? I think I'm just going to use it just in case. Pressure him as hard as we can. And then I'm willing to spend Ansace. I am. I'm not really willing to spend anything else, though.
I can make them real.
Wow. Okay, so we have an instance of bleeding. So it would tie the match if I passed. It would tie the match if I passed. Do I play the Ansace? I don't really want to tie it. I don't want to go to a short round. We kind of have to go all in here. So
I demand satisfaction.
I'm actually going to play the Ansace. I'm going to hit this. Take it out. And he probably should pass here. Now the question is, we have the Vissegerd, which is good. We have our Vissegerd. Oh wow, he's continuing to play. I have the chance to win on even here. I have the chance to win on even, so I don't know. I think we have to play. Play the Vissegerd.
Critical thinking, a sign of a healthy mind.
And let's see what he's got. Okay. So I went uneven. That's freaking fantastic. That is fantastic. Now we just have to draw well. We have to be a good player and draw well. We committed a lot, but as long as the round's going to be kind of short, but as long as we pull not what we're pulling so far, that's pretty good. Let's get rid of Winch. There's our Priscilla. We could get rid of the Kedwenny. I just want to make sure we have something in our deck we can give charges to. So I'm going to finish redrawing. Really want to pull the Dandelion or the Shawnee. I hate that we had to spend or get rid of Vissegerd, but we want to even, so that's good. So now we pass. It's dry pass. We're gonna go into a 7-card round. he'll be down a card. Also, Baron would be fantastic because he's almost for sure gonna have Ozro, and we'll have last say, so double last say. There's the Dandelion. So we're actually looking at a pretty darn good hand here. What else are we looking for? We are looking for Shawnee, Bloody Baron, Renard would be good. So, that's fantastic. I think we stick here. Let's get rid of... Wow. This is really good. This is a pretty darn good hand, guys. This is a pretty darn good hand. We can play the Renard right off the bat. That way every unit we play gets boosted, which will synergize with our leader. But also, it'd be nice to get down... Let's play Renard first. Do you want to do that? Yeah. Let's play Renard first. And just in case, we're going to boost him once. Just in case he's got a Parasite. So now he's at a Parasite removal range. That's good. We got the Drowner out because a lot of our stuff is row-locked. We want to get our engines going as soon as possible. So we need to get Dandelion down, Priscilla, and Shawnee. So let's get Dandelion down first.
For you, my friend, always.
That's also out of removal range. He could... Let's see, how many charges? We want to boost Shawnee to a 7, 6, 7, and Priscilla. So we'll probably just leave it as is, actually. He might be able to kill this. We'll see. He probably has Oriana. Oh, wow. So he's playing Living Armor. He's gonna have 2 Living Armors. Okay, Priscilla.
Well, how about a game of Gwent?
So that goes to a 7. It got 1 point from Formation because we played at ranged row, and then another point from Renard. Okay, this is probably his Oriana. He's gonna have Oriana, Living Armor, probably. The Shawnee is basically gonna negate a bit of this.
You will never forget.
Okay.
It's war. 7 limbs.
Shawnee
blood, and
is a 7. We're gonna boost her to a 9 because we gave her those 2 charges. So now she has 2 charges waiting. So next turn she'll have 3 charges. So she'll completely negate all these bleeding. So Oriana will only boost once, but she'll get to a 7.
My sweet, sweet children.
Oh, an 8. That's right. So, okay. What do we want to do next? I think we're gonna get the most value out of doing. I don't know. He probably doesn't have Parasite. So 1, 2, 3, and more points here. We want to make sure everything on our board is boosted by the end. So now we're going to get 2 points from Anna and 2 points here, minus 1 point. So I think we win this, guys. There's his living armor. He's gonna have 2. Actually, he's not. He's not gonna have 2 living armors. He's probably gonna have an Osrel. But we're going to play for a lot here. Let's just give 2, 1, 2. So ranged row. This will boost itself as well, and it gets boost by Renard. We're going to give Shawnee 2 charges. 2 charges boosts her by 2 because of Dandelion. Then we're going to use a charge here and a charge here. We have more armor. Armor probably doesn't even really matter, but we're gonna boost a lot. Boosty, boosty, boosties. Woo-wee! Woo-wee! We have 2 cards and a leader ability. He has 1 card and no leader ability. No leader ability! Osrel. Not enough, my friend. Not even close, because our already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so now let's just play our Kedwenny. Gets boosted by Renard. Boost. Boost. Let's give charges. Doesn't really matter, but let's give charges to this homie. And then he's gonna boost more. Okay, and the turn. Alright, final turn. Absolutely going to annihilate. So it doesn't really matter which order we play this in, but let's go ahead and drop our leader. So we'll boost, boost, boost. This is going to bring out Illyrian Scytheman. Plays for 11 because of Renard and all that. Now we drop Vissegerd melee row, so we can use his order ability right now. He gains 9 charges because that's, or 8 charges because the number of cards boosted. We're going to give him another 2, and giving him those charges, Dandelion boosted by 2. He has now 11 points of damage. That's right. So we're just gonna go pop, pop, and then just pop, 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 pop. 53 to 94, y'all. 53 to 94. Bam! GG. Next. Alright, alright, alright. What we got? Okay.
Not your lucky day.
Little monster action. It's gonna be some Thrive Biznaz. Alright. It would be nice to win round 1. We have blue coin, which I'm not thrilled about. Not thrilled about it. Let's, we have an Aretuza Adept, so we need units we can give charges to. So we give charges to Redanian Archer, we can give charges to Kenway Sergeant. That's great. Let's get rid of the Landsknecht Dandelion. Let's get rid of the Winch. And I think that's pretty good. Let's go with that. Alright, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to throw down Radovid's Royal Guards, its formation, so we'll play it in the ranged row.
Fall overboard and
so
I'm
that
not
it's
jumping in
inspired.
after you.
With the idea of we'll play its order probably on Redanian Archer or Redanian Knight to boost their armor so that it's harder for them to cancel out the barricade. Necker, so we will play Redanian Archer. So we're going to play Redanian Archer.
The sky'll burn with the eternal fire.
Boost the armor and remove one of his Thrive engines. I'm willing to spend the Philippa. I'm also willing to spend Ansa Easter Baron. That's about it. As far as our big cards. We can spend just about everything else. Well, that's not true. We can't spend Priscilla. We can't spend Dandelion. That Winch actually would have been great right now because we could have just removed all these Thrive engines. We may fill up a right now just to try to get rid of all this garbage. I think I might do that. 2 or 3, 6. Let's just do it. Okay. Wicked. Let's see what else he's got. I'm probably going to play the Aretuza Adept next to start giving charges so I can remove these Thrive engines. Yeah. Exactly. Okay.
Doubt I'll ever pay off these school loans.
And let's go ahead and TA this. Give a charge, and we're going to remove Bruxa. Bam! Just removing engines, guys. Removing engines with our own engines. Next, we'll probably just play Redanian Knight. We're already so far ahead. Damage enemy unit by 2. So, because we buffed this armor... Okay, we're going to play this.
Long live, etc., etc.
And use our Aretuza Adept to give our archer another charge. We hold on to the charge for now. What else are we willing to spend here? We're willing to spend Ansais, Baron. So I'm hoping we can win this round. Thrive 4. Okay. Once again, give another charge, and let's play our Sergeant.
Stand and fight.
Get rid of this Thrive engine. And we could save these charges. I don't think he has much removal. We could save these, and if we played Ansais, we could use these charges to buff Ansais and possibly duel a larger unit. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think if he had removal, he would have used it on the archer to remove his armor, like if he had a natural selection. Okay, he passed. That is fantastic. So that means we're going to get the long round 3 we want. And in our hand, we have Dandelion, we have Priscilla, we have Ansais still. So this is great. If we can get Vissegerd, Renard, Shawnee, Vissegerd, that'd be great. Falibor, any of those. Okay. Shawnee, thank you, that's great. Get rid of Winch. Get rid of Winch. Get rid of Centurion Envoy. And it's kind of nice having this extra Aretuza Adept just in case for some reason he removes Priscilla. Do we want to get rid of anything in our hand? There's a lot of golds we still need to find. Nah, we're good. We are good. Just go for the long round. I don't see any reason to play. Usually with this deck, you just want to take the longest round possible. So you find yourself, if you win round 1, usually dry passing. And let's see what he has in his deck. A Drowner? That's actually fantastic to get that out. Because most of our cards are row locked. So that's great. Alright guys, I'm feeling good about this. I don't think this guy has the strongest deck. I don't, but we'll see. That's great. Oh, that's great. Boiling oil. Okay. Let's get rid of the boiling oil. I just want big combo cards. We need our Vissegerd. Okay, we didn't find our Vissegerd, our Renard, or our Vissegerd. This is a massive loss. This is probably a Let's see, 9, 10. Yeah, this is like a, oh my god, a 25-point loss not having that card in our deck, actually. Because we're going to have a lot of cards boosted, and with Dandelion down, it would have boosted him by, you know, 9 cards or whatever, and he would have gotten 9 charges, 18, so on and so forth. Okay, so we're going to start out the same way. We're going to drop down Radovid's Royal Guards. Get rid of some of these kind of more garbagey cards. Then we want to get our engines crack-a-lacking as soon as possible. So Radovid's Royal Guards, play it ranged, so we get the inspired status. Excuse me. And then we'll play Redanian Archer next. Boost it and give it the extra 2 armor. And with Redanian Archer, we'll be able to set up probably a pretty good Falibor. Okay. Yes, move it. Move it. Woo! I'm so happy about that, guys. So he's only gonna have 2 of these in his deck, and this isn't even row locked. So I'm actually extremely happy about that. I don't know. He doesn't seem to have that much damage, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to play the archer. Plus, we have charge givers, so I'll play the archer here and just boost him, and then we'll leave it be. Yeah, because Priscilla can give charges to Redanian Archer. She can give charges to Shawnee. Yeah. Okay, next up, we probably want to drop Dandelion because Redanian Archer is going to gain charges every turn. So with Dandelion down, he'll also gain a, he'll get boosted by 1. Damage I need by 2. Okay, his armor is gone. It doesn't matter though, like I said, we can give him charges. So let's throw Dandelion down.
The quill is mightier than the sword.
In case he happens to have Parasite, I'm going to boost him by 1. I'm gonna hold on to these charges, I think. Am I being greedy? I'm gonna hold on to the charges. I don't think he has natural selection or anything. So we're gonna throw down probably Priscilla next. Aretuza Adept or Priscilla. Let's do Aretuza Adept. Werewolf. And then we'll do Priscilla. Just get this out of the hand. Yep. And just hold on to these charges still. We just want to make sure we can set up our Falibor. Katakan. Here's one of our Falibor Spielies. Okay. We could Falibor right now. That might be nice. I really want to get the Priscilla down, though. I think we'll be fine. We'll be able to get a Falibor off, even if it's Katakan or something. Let's get our Priscilla down.
Let's show him what real art is.
She, formation, so she gains 1 power, and then we're going to use our Aretuza Adept to give a charge to the Redanian Archer. We'll gain a charge 3, but then Dandelion also boosts him now. Okay. And what do we want to get down next? We're going to save one of these Thrive units for our Bloody Baron. Probably. Let's get our Shawnee down.
I'm a medic. I
Once
tend to
again,
know what
for
I'm doing when
Mason,
I
so she
prescribe something.
boosts. As you can see, almost everything's boosted. We need to get these boosted, but that's where this comes into play now. Let's give one charge to Shawnee to boost her up to a 7, so she's out of Parasite range. I doubt he has Parasite. And I don't know, we're kind of stacking a lot. Let's go ahead and do this too. We're stacking a lot into, I'm gonna use one charge on probably on Dandelion, just in case he has like a random Scorch or something. We can just wipe all these cards out. Yeah, we have 5 damage just sitting here, so we better spend this quick. So it does kind of mess with our Falibor a bit, but we have so much damage just sitting here in this archer. Let's throw down Anna, another engine, and we're gonna boost her now. We'll use Shawnee to boost her, and also watch this. Watch this. We're going to give our Adanian Archer armor again, so that now he will receive another charge. And we'll do another Shawnee charge on the Priscilla. Cool. And just in case, let's see. Let's just set up a little bit of our Falibor there. Holy crap. So many points. Old Spear Tip. Yeah, so this guy's deck is pretty... It's honestly not very good. Let's throw down the Ansais, ranged row. And we're going to try to get this built up as much as we can for that duel. And we're going to get armor on him with the Shawnee. So in the duel, as we talked about earlier, like he will do damage equal to his power, and then if he doesn't kill the unit, they will attack back with their current power, but the armor will block some of that. So if we have 2 armor here, basically like if we attack Spirit Tip right now, we'd do 5 damage, it would be 4, but if we had 4 armor, he would attack back, hit the 4 armor, and it would be no skin off our back. So I gotta concentrate now because I'm gonna rope, but we want to basically just make sure we have Shawnee charges on everything. Let's give Ansais 2 armor, and I think that's where we're at. And look at this, we have so many units boosting. So many units, and our leader is going to play for a massive amount. An absolutely massive amount. Bone Talisman. Okay, so just for fun, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't even know why I counted that out. It didn't matter. It's not like I have a great oak or anything. Yeah. So we'll give charges to. Let's give charges to. Can we? Yeah. Let's give charges to our archer. So we can set up a good Falibor here. All looks good. Our Ansais, not Ansais, our Ansais is boosting, so now it's basically worth 11 points. So we can remove anything. We can remove anything on his board with a duel, which is pretty good. Hopefully he doesn't forfeit because we want to see this finisher in action, right? I mean, look at this. We have 7 damage sitting here. We have our Falibor, and we have our leader, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It'll be 10. 10 boosted cards. It's going to play for Ozrael. Okay. Well, okay, that's not our Baron target. Okay, so let's set up our Let's get our Baron here. So we're going to go set that as 2, this as 3, and the rest doesn't matter. Let's just pump it somewhere else. We'll play Bloody Baron. We'll go 3, 2, 1. Okay, we'll give charges. Let's give charges to Archer. Man, we have so much to do here. Let's see what. It doesn't even matter. Let's just Baron something. Gonna Baron that. 3, just hit a bunch of stuff. We're gonna dual old Spear Tip. Sorry, this is going fast. We don't want to rope. Use our leader, boost Falibor. So now everything is boosted, and we're gonna play our Lyrian Scytheman for 13 points. 110 points. His 49. Oh my god. Wow. So his deck wasn't the best, but yeah, that's the power of the long round with Uprising. So yeah. Well, guys, that is it for my first deck guide. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm looking to do a lot more, and also look in the section below, and you can find the link to my Twitch page, where I stream at least 2 times a week. Also trying to do more of that. Yeah, so thank you guys so much, and I will see you next time. All right, adios, Championship.